Welcome to all of you to this training today, how to release your abundance blocks. I'm Lara Waldman, the Abundance Activator, and it is my great pleasure to be with you today, to connect with you and to do this powerful work together. If you have not met me, if you don't know me, I'm going to just spend a moment to introduce myself. I am the author of Money Manifestation Mastery. I've been on this path of transformation, spirituality, self-development for over 20 years now. And professionally, I've been working as a healer, a channel, a spiritual coach for over 15 years. And over the last number of years, I've specialized in the areas of manifestation, how to consciously create your life, and abundance, how to create a life of true abundance. And I specialize with working with entrepreneurs, business owners, visionaries, artists, conscious leaders, the change makers out there in the world. This is for everybody, even if that doesn't fit you. But those are the people I found that this work, my kind of more one-to-one and private work, seems to support the best. And it is my absolute pleasure to connect and to have a deep dive with you today. We are going to be really looking at what stops you or blocks you from welcoming in the life, the experiences that you truly desire. I don't do superficial. We go deep with this work. So we'll be having a deep dive. I'd like you to get really comfortable. I'd like you to switch off all distractions. I'd like you to get a pen and paper if you don't have one already, to write down notes. You might have insights, inspirations, ideas come to you in this session. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be introducing abundance blocks to you, a bit about them, what they are, and then we're going to be doing a process together, which is a guided meditation, but it's really a powerful, energetic, releasing, healing activation to help release whatever blocks and obstacles are ready to be released today. Okay, so welcome all of yourself here. Take a beautiful deep breath into your body and allowing all of you to arrive. There's a lot that happens with this work on levels that we can't see, can't feel, and we may not know. So when we're fully show up in our full presence, it allows powerful magic to happen that's beyond the mind. So that's why I want you to welcome all of yourself present here in this moment now, so you can receive the full benefits of today's session. Amazing, thank you. So let's talk a bit about abundance blocks. When I first started working with the law of attraction, manifestation, how to consciously create your life, that was over 15 years ago. I've been playing with this stuff for many, many years. I find it really fascinating and really, really interesting. One of the things that started happening to me that was that when I was holding this vision or trying to visualize or imagine or intend what I wanted to create, I found that I came up against or was hit up against the complete opposite. So it was like getting slam dunked back into a negative state or vibration. So, you know, some of the law of attraction teaching is talking about getting yourself into a high vibration, feeling good, you know, visualizing, being really positive, affirmations and all of that. And that was great and cool. And then I just found that, you know, sometimes the opposite would start showing up. So I got really curious about that. What was this? And I at that time hadn't really come across anyone speaking about this. So I started to discover and uncover that when we start to hold space for what we desire, when we start to visualize or intend a really beautiful experience that we want to have, what comes up are the unconscious aspects of the self that can literally push away or block what it is that you desire. I'm calling these your abundance blocks. It is super fascinating. And these can be on many, many levels, but often emotions, experiencing negative emotions, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or also from the outside in, having negative experiences that seem really challenging, difficult, in opposition to what it is that you truly desire. And that can be really shocking, and it's very difficult and challenging. But what I found is this is part of our human experience. This is part of the challenge as we grow. And also there's incredible gold and richness in these abundance blocks. So rather than seeing it as a negative or a bad thing that's happening to you, know that this is a process of very deep transformation work, deep healing work, to help you to grow, to expand into the next level of what you're calling in. So it's not about failure or getting anything wrong when we're having these negative experiences. It's part of the process. What we want to do and what I want to support you with is how to use those experiences consciously, mindfully for your benefit. We're only going to be able to talk so much around this subject today. It actually goes very deep. When I was tuning in for how much I was going to share with you today, I thought, okay, we could talk so much about all of this. And I love talking and sharing information with you. But what I find the most powerful, I want you to get the greatest results in your life, is actually to do a process to help you to release your abundance blocks. Information's good. It's good for the mind so we can understand. But I actually most enjoy supporting you through a process that's actually going to create positive change in your life. So I'm going to touch on abundance blocks. I'm going to speak into it a little bit. And the most part of this session is where we're going to be diving into a deeper process to help you actually release them. So take another beautiful deep breath into your body and release with the exhale. Because as we speak, magic is already happening. This process is already happening. So that's why I keep inviting you to keep breathing in, breathing yourself back present into this moment, and releasing with the exhale. It also helps you to digest the information that's coming through. Amazing. Now, I know some of you, or a lot of you, know a lot of this information already. This may not be the first time you've come across this information. So I'm not necessarily teaching you something new that you don't know. I'm helping you to go through a process to transform and release and help you step into that next level. So just know that the depth is here for you if you're ready to dive in even deeper. All right. So what I'd like you to think about is, what are you calling in at this time? What would you love to experience, to have, to do? What is it that would really make a difference to your life? What is making your heart sing? Or what is it that you really need or want at this time? That can be on the level of your finances, your business, your purpose work, your health, your family, friends, relationships, home, adventure, travel, fun. What area are you really looking to transform at this time in your life? I'm just going to give you a minute to feel into that and write down what comes to you. And bring those intentions to today's session. We're bringing the calling of your heart into today's session, into this moment. This space will help to activate, to fuel what it is you're calling in. So I'm called the abundance activator. We're activating, charging up, fueling your intentions. What's really important with manifestation work is that we want to make sure that you're connecting into how you want to feel. I've discovered that really, truly, we're looking for a state of being, how we want to feel in our life. So whatever it is that you're asking for, what is the feeling, the state of being, that quality of experience that you're having with the thing you're calling in? Bring that in. For me, this is the most powerful and profound aspect to connect to and to bring in. You can find words to describe the feeling or the quality of experience, the quality of existence, and write that down as well. Beautiful. So on the deepest level of manifesting, we're really bringing you home, calling you home to the truth of who you are, your essence, your heart, your inner wisdom. And this is a beautiful, beautiful process and an ongoing journey. As soon as you start putting a spotlight on what you desire, who you are, what you want to be feeling, being, bringing to the world, experiencing in the world, very quickly, if not immediately, we hit up against our beautiful abundance blocks. These abundance blocks are, you could call them programs, energetic systems within you that are ready and waiting to be transformed. So with your intention, which is, let's say, a big spotlight of light of consciousness, we're putting a light on into the darkness, into the shadows, into the aspects of yourself that are no longer aligned with your life, that are no longer working for you, that you're ready to expand beyond, to evolve beyond. And when we say abundance blocks, this can be very, very deep emotions, thoughts, belief systems, programs that have been with you for a very long time. They're inside of you in a sense. And what we want to do is lovingly, patiently begin to release them. So where do these abundance blocks come from? Well, all sorts of places. So we have your own experiences, your own thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, but also this comes from your family. So how your family experiences life, their thoughts, beliefs, experiences, it gets imprinted on us from, well, I think from in the womb, and beyond. We're very, very open when we're young, and all sorts of neural pathways are created and developed as we grow and experience life. From our ancestors as well. So from, the past generations, this is sometimes very ancient stuff that we are facing within ourselves. So when you're on this journey to manifest and create this wonderful life, sometimes you're coming up against ancient programs, beliefs that can come from very far back. It's really, really fascinating. So, for example, one of the ones I was working on recently was actually shifting trauma from the war trauma that affected, my grandparents individually, but it's also culturally as well. So the abundance blocks can also come from, the society that we're raised in, the culture that we're raised in, the city that we're raised in, the country that we're raised in. There's many different thoughts, beliefs, programs within different cultures and societies. So we've got a lot of influence, external influence on us that, create who we are and our experience in this human reality. So it's normal, it's totally part of the process. But when we are looking to manifest, I see this as your heart consciousness or the wisdom of your soul. This is a part of you. We're tapping into a part of you that expands beyond all of that and is interconnected with all of life, that is very wise, that is interconnected with everything. So what we're doing is we're actually bringing a kind of a higher frequency consciousness into your life. So, and as you do that, we're raising the frequency from these old patterns, the old programs that in a way are out of date, and they want to be transformed. So, but it's deep and it's intense, and sometimes it's really challenging. So this is why we need to be very loving and patient with ourselves. When you're having your own personal struggle or challenge, remember, have real deep self-compassion, because it's not just yours. You're moving through, expanding beyond a lot here, and we'll just do our best. We'll move through and sift through, whatever you can at this time. There's an intelligence at work. There's a divine timing at work. And all you need to do is show up in this moment and listen in this moment and do what this moment is calling in. So it's deep, as I said, and what's fascinating is as you keep holding your intentions and you keep working on manifesting what you desire, you'll start being presented or experiencing different things that basically come up to be healed. They come up to be transformed. And it's a type of evolution or evolving beyond where you've been into what wants to happen. So let's just take another deep breath to digest all of that information. And releasing with the exhale. So life is going to show you what needs to be transformed, what needs your attention, what needs to be healed, what needs to be addressed. There isn't really a way to avoid ourselves. You can for a little while kind of put blinders on, but you will get slammed back in to anything within yourself that needs your attention. You can't really move forward without all of you. So know that anytime you hit up against an obstacle, you have the feeling of being slammed back, it just means there's another part of yourself that needs your love, that needs your attention, that needs your presence, that needs your holding. And through this process, it helps you to bring love and compassion, but it's like bringing light to the darkness, light to the shadow, and transforming it into something beautiful. So, courageous one. Not many people have the courage or the will to do this work. And the rewards are great. The rewards are super great, but it also means having the courage to face some difficult stuff in the moment, which I'm sure you've already experienced. We just want to bring consciousness to everything and understand that everything is here to serve you. So even the difficult stuff, even the pain, even the failure is all here to grow you. If we can release the judgments, all judgments of these things being bad, and dive in to understand, well, what is this? What needs my attention here? And then we can allow real, true transformation to take place. It's very profound. And I've been doing this work for over 20 years. I've been actively doing manifestation work regularly and consistently for over 15 years. This process doesn't stop. There's always more that needs our attention. I think because we're looking to grow and evolve and expand all the time, that helps us to feel alive. We want to be in the aliveness of living. And there's always going to be more to expand into, and there's always going to be more to evolve from. So it's an amazing dance. So if you can start to simply embrace the process, that it is a process and it's a journey, and it's not about success or failure even, it's just about deep listening to every moment. It's, we start to find more flow, more harmony, more ease. And from that place, we're much more open and receptive to receiving and to allowing what it is that you truly desire to land in with relative ease. So, that being said, easier said than done, I know. And it's constantly really a process of reminding yourself. And that's why you can have the recording for this session to go back to this over and over again. All right, so what I'd like to do now is take you through a process. Enough talking, let's start shifting. So I'd like you to get nice and comfortable. You can sit up or lie down. If you lie down, you may drift off, and it's absolutely fine, but just be aware of that. If you sit up, you might be a bit more aware, a bit more present to the moment. You will want your pen and paper in case you have any insights or awarenesses. You might wish to journal after the session to write down anything that came up for you, came into your awareness. I find that this process also for me creates space of ideas and inspiration. So it's not all about releasing the bad stuff. It creates space for ideas, creativity, insights. So it can be a really beautiful and fun process. All right, so get yourself nice and comfortable. Sip of water. And as always, begin by connecting to your breath. And I'd like you to connect into, once again, your intentions. What it is you want to create, experience, have, feel, become. And we're holding space for this beautiful light, this vision that is ready to be created in your physical reality, in your physical experience. We're calling this vision home. We're calling this part to be realized. Breathing into your belly. And as much as we possibly can, we want to feel this in through your body. So it comes from out of the mind, out of the ethers, and we're going to welcome it to land in through your body into this world. Breathing into your body, breathing into your belly. Thank you. For me, this is like the birth of creation. Everything that you're wanting to manifest and create is you're creating something that doesn't exist yet in your life into existence. It's pure creation. It's awesome. And there's a journey and there's a process to birthing into reality. We know that with humans, for example, there's an amount of time that humans take to grow in the womb before they're ready to be birthed. And it's the same with your visions, your dreams, your desires. There is a divine rhythm or intelligence at play that knows how long that incubation period needs to be. So whatever you're calling in, you're in an incubation period, and it will have its own growth period until it's ready to be birthed into the world. So breathing deeply into your belly, we're bringing all of your dreams and intentions in to your body, eventually to be birthed through your body into the world, through you into the world. Now, I'd like you to be shown, so I'm going to call in your higher self, your inner wisdom, your inner guidance system, the intelligence of your body, of the energetic team that works with you, whatever your belief systems are, this inner guidance system to show you clearly today what is it at this time that is stopping you, that is blocking you from manifesting what you desire, from creating what you desire. Keep breathing into your body. You're going to ask to be shown in whatever way works for you today. It can be visions, thoughts, awarenesses, feelings. And if nothing comes, that's fine too. What is it that's stopping you or blocking you within you from welcoming in or manifesting your intentions into reality? We want to bring a big conscious spotlight onto the abundance blocks that are ready to be seen at this time, that are ready to be witnessed and eventually transformed. And breathe with whatever shows up. If it helps you to journal, you are very welcome to do that. Or simply breathe with the sensations, images, however this information comes through for you at this time. So the first thing we're doing is exposing and being a witness. Being a witness and having the courage to feel what's ever there, whatever feelings may be there. Just breathing into any feelings, allowing it to be there, having the courage to bring your presence to these sensations now. Just keep breathing, bringing the breath into your abundance blocks. Being present with whatever is here. Breathing in. And interestingly, simply by bringing your presence, your awareness to your abundance blocks, just being the witness, breathing with it, feeling it, in time, it will start to transform. It will start to dissolve. It's so simple, but we're designed to avoid feeling, avoid connecting because it feels threatening or dangerous. So we're going to do the opposite with this work. We dive in and we become the great explorers of the unconscious, the explorers of the shadow, the deep, dark aspects of the self. And go in, bring light in there. So keep breathing. And know that this space, there is energy coming through to support this process. All you need to do is surrender and breathe. Surrender and breathe. Feel and breathe. Thank you for your courage. This helps not only yourself, your ancestry, future generations, the collective consciousness. Thank you. Keep breathing. You want to make sure you're breathing right down into your belly, into your sacral chakra, your lower back, into your pelvic floor, your sexual organs, your hips. A lot of our abundance blocks lies around the base chakra, the sacral chakra, those lower regions. So we want to breathe deep into there, bring your presence and your awareness into this part of your body. This will help you with manifesting in time. Breathing deep down in there. We can call in any support that you need, energetically and physically. Call in all the support you need for this process. We can even ask your inner guidance system, your intuition, your inner wisdom. Is there any support that would help you with this process? Opening up to receive support is a very powerful part of this journey, knowing that you're not in this alone. So, is there anything or anyone that could help you, support you with this process? Breathing into your belly. Bringing the breath back into your belly, breathing yourself present back into this moment. You can ask your abundance blocks questions. You can ask, is there anything that I need to know? Is there any more information that I need to know about this? Anything else that would help me at this time? You can have a dialogue with this part of you. You can journal with this part of you, meditate with this part of you, create a conversation, get curious. And again, it's bringing your presence to your abundance blocks, being willing to be with it, not avoiding it, not running away, not trying to escape. There is no escape from ourselves. So we might as well surrender. Drop in, pay attention, pay deep attention. There's always a new level to discover about ourselves. And as you deep dive into the unconscious, into the darkness, the abundance blocks, in time you start to access your inner abundance, your inner wealth, and activate the part of you that knows how to consciously create what you desire. So after you've given yourself enough space to release the grip, doors will begin to open towards what it is you truly desire. When you have the patience and give yourself enough time and space to be with your abundance blocks, they will transform in time. Sometimes quickly, sometimes not. Breathing back into your belly, into your center. I'm just going to stay present for a little bit longer. Give yourself a bit more time and space. Breathing into your belly, breathing into your lower back, breathing into your pelvic floor. And now, if it feels right, you can tune in and ask, is there any action that's aligned for you to take to help you transform your abundance blocks? Is there anything that can help you, support you with this process that you can action beyond this session today? It could be something very simple and passive, as well as something more active and external. So let's just breathe with that, see if anything comes. So I'd like you to welcome yourself back. If you need longer, you're listening to the recording, you can simply pause the recording and spend as much time as you need. Let's give thanks to yourself for having the courage and the willingness to be this present with yourself. And send some love, compassion to your abundance blocks, these parts within you that simply need your loving attention. They need love, they need care. And with your presence, with your acceptance, and in a space of non-judgment, of total acceptance, these patterns, these programs, these habits will begin to dissolve. They'll begin to transform. They will evolve into something of a higher frequency, a higher vibration that's actually designed to bring in what you truly desire. Within the abundance block, within this thing that we could judge to be bad, is often the secret key to what it is that we desire. It's a portal or a pathway or a door towards what we want, but we simply have to have the courage to go in. So most people will just simply run away or avoid it, when it's actually one of the keys towards what you desire. It's extraordinary. It's amazing what shows up on this path. It's not comfortable, but the rewards are very worth it. So take one more deep breath into your body. Welcome yourself back. And I'd like you to take a moment to write down any insights, any awarenesses, anything that came up in that process so you can remember or remind yourself. I'm going to give you a few moments to do that. And if you got the message to take any action in your life, I also recommend putting it in a diary, like make it actionable for you so that you remember. Because sometimes all this information can come through and it's easy to forget, go back into the old programs. So write it down, put it in your diary, make it actionable for yourself. Some of this stuff's very practical, pragmatic as well. So I want you to know it's an ongoing practice, not a daily practice. If you are sitting with your intentions, your manifestations regularly, which I recommend, a minimum of 4 times a week to really start to see shifts and changes. It's like with anything, getting healthy, exercising, 3, 4, 5 times a week will help you. Eating well most of the time will help you. It's the same thing. It takes time to reprogram yourself to shift these old habits. They're deeply ingrained habits, patterns within yourself. So we need to reprogram, to set new pathways for yourself. So you want to keep coming back to the practice of holding the intention, manifesting what you desire, and also giving yourself that space to release the blocks and obstacles that come up, because they will and they do. And giving yourself the space and time to be with them so they can begin to transform, dissolve, evolve. Thank you. So it's simple and it's deep and it's an ongoing process. So please be loving, kind, compassionate with yourself, and keep reminding yourself that it is a journey and a process. It's hard for our mind to get that, So you need to, that wise part needs to remind the parts of you that forgets. So I want to thank you very much for joining me today. It's really beautiful to do this work with you. I know that this work that we're doing together, that you're doing, goes far deeper, far greater than just you and your life alone. What I know is that we're doing something very profound for our own lives, but also for the collective consciousness. So I really want to thank you for doing this work, because I know how important it is. Now, I'd like to take just a few minutes to share something with you. For this might be absolutely enough for you. This might be enough to chew on. But I know that some of you will be getting the call or the feeling to go deeper. Some of you are getting the call or the feeling that it's aligned for us to work together, to take a next step, or to explore that next step. So I'd like to take just 2 minutes to tell you about a powerful space that's available to take all of this work, everything we've talked about, a whole new level. And this is my Living Abundance Mastermind. This is a really powerful hub, a space for manifestation, aligning with abundance, and also for doing the deep healing and releasing work that we did today. And this space is for conscious business owners, entrepreneurs, change makers, visionaries, artists, anyone who really has this strong heart calling to do more for yourself and for the lives of others. And this is a 6-month transformation journey. And I would say this space is for more experienced practitioners. It's not a beginner's space. It's for those of you who have already done inner work, transformation work, who are a bit more experienced, because we go super deep and you need to be able to hold yourself through what comes up. And also it's a really powerful creative space. So what I see is when we show up in our heart, in this abundant energy within, we are actually doing really powerful work as a collective together. And I see this space as a place to connect with other high vibe people, networking, supporting. It's a whole new level of being together. So if this is something that is grabbing your curiosity, something you'd like to explore more, the next step is to fill out an application form. So the link will be beneath this video. And for those of you who are here live, I've got the link here. And this is an application only space. So we want to make sure that this space is right for you and that you are right for this space. And so we'll start with filling out the application form, and then we can arrange a time to speak one-to-one and just have a no pressure conversation to really tune in and feel in to your place in the mastermind. And so if you're getting that feeling, or you're curious, you just want to find out more, fill out the application form, and then we can arrange a conversation and see if it's right for you. All right, I want to thank you once again for being here. For those of you also who donated to the Hunger Project, the charity that I'm fundraising for. It is a beautiful charity. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. I feel deeply, deeply happy in my heart to be contributing to that charity, that we're all contributing to that work. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has been my vision that my business and everything I do is contributing to the whole, and it's a really nice way to do that. So thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. And please reach out if you have any questions or want to ask me anything. And wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day.